Hi everybody, welcome back to the Fire Alarm channel. And when I looked at my channel today, it has reached over 200 subscribers, and I want to say thank you all for all the support that you have been giving me on this channel ever since I released it back in 2024, September 4th. And I'm going to do an update on the fire alarm collection, but this is all going to be pull stations. The last video that I did on my fire alarm collection was the notification appliances, and I've gotten a whole lot more notification appliances, and the collection has grown a lot, and all those extra notification appliances, you could see I have over 5 T-bars. I actually have 6 in total, but one of them is being on the system right now, and the other one of those over there is on the other standalone system. But it should get the point across. So I basically have over like 17 pull stations, I believe. I'm not sure exactly how many. I lost count. So some of these pull stations came from other buildings, from other companies and stuff like that, and I just wanted to clear all that up. So first up we have and I'm also going to be pulling all these pull stations too. And so here we have a conventional Fire-Lite BG12L. See? So let's go ahead and pull it down. That was my very first fire alarm. Very first functional pull station. And we have 2 Notifier BG10 pull stations. One of them's a BG10L and one of them's a BG10. This is the newer one that has the key lock on it, which uses a notifier key, and this one right here has the screw lock on it. So this one resets with the screw. It doesn't use a key lock. So this is an older one, but this one is newer. But they no longer make these, but they still make these pull stations, both addressable and conventional. And here's the back of the pull station. This one has white annunciator leads going to the button, and this one has black annunciator leads going to the button, which is pretty cool. Here's the back of this pull station too. See, it's conventional. It only has positive and negative, and it goes straight to the switch. There's no addressable module in the inside. So we'll go ahead and pull these. So let's go ahead and pull these. This one's a little bit stiff, but we will reset all these pull stations once we get through the video. And also, we have my Edwards EST 270 SPO. This is an Edwards pull station. This is a common older pull station that's used on an EST system. And it did came with a glass rod, but I used the glass rod on it a long time ago. So there's that. And here's this one with pigtail connectors. This one's an EST 270A SPO. This one has pigtail connectors, and it's got the spring-loaded reset screw on top. So does this one. So it's got screw terminals. Makes it easy to wire up sometimes, but sometimes pigtail connectors are a lot less of a hassle if you nut them to the fire alarm wires on the zone or the addressable loop. But some pull stations are addressable. That's all there is to it. So we will pull these. Very cool pull stations. And also we have my SIGA pull station, my EST SIGA 278 pull station. It used to be addressable, but the addressable module has been taken out. I don't have the addressable module. I never received it with the addressable module. And it's missing the key lock too, so it just opens just like that. And some pull stations have a switch, but these two above have buttons. This one has a switch. I can easily flip the switch up and open this pull station. And basically all it is you gotta make sure the pull station is closed. Let me flip the switch down. And since I have the Fire-Lite key right beside me, we're going to go ahead and reset that pull station. And we'll probably, excuse me. Sorry, I'm going a little slow right now. I have so many keys on this keychain. So, nope. Let me put the camera down and search for my keys for a second. Nope. Nope. That's a Simplex B key. Nope. Nope. Here's the Fire-Lite key. The 17003. And here is this. Here's, you reset this pull station with the Fire-Lite key. And as you look in the inside, it has a switch right there. And addressable ones would have an addressable module in the inside with two rotary switches that uses a system sensor protocol when these are addressable. And I'll reset those later. Actually, I have the screwdriver for the screw lock one. So we're going to go ahead and reset this. It's hard to do with one hand. Let me set the camera down again. There it goes. And as you can see on the inside of the pull station, these two, it uses a button. See, it uses a silver button. And when you pull it down, when you open it, the handle snaps back up. And then you close it. So with a lot of these pull stations, you open it and close it. So let's go ahead and tighten the screw. There we go. And these pull and the next, we'll reset this one later. This pull station, on the other hand, this was in the warehouse and it was on the shelf, and my friend Damien allowed me to have it, and which is nice. I never seen this in a building before, ever. This is a very rare Cerberus Pyrotronics pull station, and the model number is let's see here. The camera will focus in on that. The model number is, let me see if I can get that wire lead out of the way. The model number is MS157. MS-157. Yeah, this is a very rare pull station. This one's extremely hard to pull with one hand, but we'll do the best we can to pull it. See, when it goes down, it reads alarm active. And to reset it, you stick your Allen wrench in here and you reset it like this, and then it snaps back up. This one is the Cerberus Pyrotronics single action pull station, and it used to be addressable, but I took the addressable module out. But we can go ahead and give it a pull, and the handle is spring-loaded. This one's a little bit bigger than this one. This one, they look pretty similar, except this one's a little bit bigger. This one's common, and this one is rare. So here we go. And there we go. And then to reset it, you have to stick your Allen wrench in and turn it. Whoops. Move that out of the way. And then the handle would snap back up. You don't have to open it all the way, but you got to open it enough for the handle to snap back up. Oh, we can open it all the way if we want. So this one in the inside has a button, but this one uses a toggle switch. These three pull station, these four rather, uses a switch, but this one on the other hand uses a button. See? As you can see, it uses a spring-loaded button. Yeah, I'll tighten that up later. Up next, we have my, I think it's Simplex 9806 key test station. This is mainly used for duct detectors and on a Simplex system. It's got the red LED that lights up red when the system goes into an alarm. If you activate this key switch, it turns from normal to test and test back to normal. And it's got two sets of contacts, and it's got the pigtail connectors going to the LED. The LED is capable of taking 24 volts DC. And I've seen these in my elementary school a lot when I was back in elementary school, along on a Simplex system that had the horn strobes of the 4903 horn strobe combos with mechanical horns and along with Wheelock 7002Ts. Alright, moving on. We have my Notifier NBG1R pull station, which is quite rare. This is an older model. The newer models have a latch in the inside. The older ones didn't. They used a spring in the inside. So, and some pull stations, when you modify the locks, it would open with an EST key, but this one uses a notifier key. So let's turn it and open the pull station. And this one uses a button. See? This one uses a button. And this one is extremely hard to pull with one hand. And we got some Simplex T-bars. We have my Simplex 2099, 97, 96 pull station. And this one's getting a little beat up. This was my very first pull station that my dad brought for me. That he bought me 11 years ago. And this was not a functional pull station at first because my dad took the addressable module out, and number two, it didn't come with the key. So this was a decoration on my wall a long time ago in my old bedroom, but when I bought a functioning T-bar, which is another Simplex T-bar with a red back, the whole thing started to end up coming apart. So I took the button out of that one, the broken pull station, and put it in this one because this one's in perfect working shape. And it does pull like normal. It's just not addressable anymore. It's more of a conventional pull station now. And the rest of these, I have 3 of these. They have a silver back, and I convert these into a conventional pull station. These are addressable. They might be MapNet or IDNet. I'm not sure which one it is, but these pull stations are all Simplex T-bars. These are my these are my Simplex 4099 9001 pull stations. So we're gonna pull all these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they all reset with the Simplex B key. So I'm going to take my newer Simplex B key. And here's the button in the inside. As you can see, it used to be addressable, but it's not addressable anymore. because the module that got thrown away is pretty much long gone. But that's okay. It still functions as a normal pull station. Reset all these, and I'll show you the inside of one of these things. Yep, it has a button, silver, steel, and the key lock on this one turns counterclockwise to unlock, but these ones turn clockwise, which they turn to the right. This one turns left. So anyways, let's reset these. And this last pull station that I have right now is my ESL ESL 103 pull station, I believe, and it has a brass colored back. And this handle's not spring loaded, but it does come, well, we'll go ahead and pull it. And it's got a spring-loaded key switch that uses an Allen wrench, but I don't have the Allen wrench right now. I don't feel like getting up and getting it, but it does uses a button that is brass, and I'll show you the inside of this pull station. You know what? Let me get the reset tool. And I'll show you the inside of the pull station. It's on top of my panel right here. Let me get it. Alright, all you do is stick it in like that. Oh, it's kind of stuck. Hang on. There it goes. Alright, the pull station's open. And then here's the inside of it. Model 103-20. It does take 120 volts AC, which is alternating current, so this can be used as a light switch. But some systems back in the old days use AC voltage. All of these modern pull stations right here use DC voltage. So that's all I could say. But okay, it has a brass colored back. You don't want to get this wet because it's got a lot of kind of a green tint to it, because this thing will rot if it gets wet. It'll rust. So close it. Okay, and I'll probably reset those later. And also, so there you guys go. And I do have one more of these, which is a Silent one, and my dual action one, which is my 4099 9006, is up on my wall system currently over there. You can see it right there under the annunciator. But that's basically all of my pull stations in the collection. So anyways, hopefully you enjoy this video. Thank you for over 200 subscribers, and I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you want me to do a collection video on my smoke detectors, please let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll make it happen. So this is basically the part 2 of the collection update of the pull stations. First one was notification appliances. This one is just initiating device, which is pull stations. And just to let you know, pull stations are a very fancy light switch in the simplest form. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and that's it, and thanks for watching.